What's up, Taiwan? How's it going? I'm Erika Liu with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Taiwan's military has begun investing in defensive drones that explode on impact. Local media has reported. As drone warfare has become extremely commonplace on the modern battlefield, it's hoped that these aircraft will be a cost-effective way to help bolster the country's defensive capabilities. Jaime Ocon has more.
This is the Jianxiang drone, a so-called suicide drone. Its main purpose is to seek out targets, fly directly toward them, and then explode on impact. This model is one of Taiwan's first ever domestically manufactured suicide drones. Military analysts believe these drones could help deter naval attacks from across the Taiwan Strait.
中共对台湾的威胁来自于海上，今天过来这个舰翔的无人机，刚好就是反辐射的一种自杀无人机，对它的军舰实施自杀攻击。
Taiwan has lived with the threat of invasion for decades. Neighboring China considers the country as part of its territory and has vowed to bring Taiwan under its control by force if necessary. Recently, China has been ramping up its military presence around Taiwan's coastline. Experts believe that utilizing drones could go a long way to enhancing Taiwan's defensive capabilities.
你说的这个 drone 的用法，的确就是它可以发挥就是这种观察的效果。 那你观察之后，你就可以用 anti-ship missile， 就是反舰飞弹，去攻击中国的这些 warship， 这是一个很好的方法。
Taiwan has a number of different types of drones in its arsenal, each meant for a different mission set.
There's very big varieties of drones, right? There is reconnaissance drones, homemade drones, long-range drones that can fire on the enemy. But again, war is about intelligence, preventing your enemy from surprising you.
In Europe, the war in Ukraine has demonstrated how drones can be used to fend off larger attacking forces. Ukraine's military has been using drones as a way to monitor Russian troop movements. This information then allows them to focus artillery fire on their targets.
Having the firepower now, and then knowing exactly what to use that firepower on, not a single round is wasted.
Taiwan's military expenditure still pales in comparison to China. Beijing spends almost 17 times more than Taipei in defense and has roughly 4 times the number of military aircraft. But experts say that drones like the Jianxiang provide a cost-effective solution, allowing Taiwan to help protect its borders without breaking the bank.
目前这个自杀无人机变成一个是比较便宜的一个弹药，我们通常称为是 low cost munition， 这对于抵消敌人的这个数量优势很有帮助。所以对台湾来讲，因为你的国防资源比较有限，你的 budget 你的预算比较有限，所以这些无人机就会变成台湾一个很好的选择。
Taiwan's military plans to procure more drones from the West, while also developing its domestic drone capabilities. The country is hopeful that doing so can help ensure national security and avoid putting Taiwanese troops in harm's way. James Rayner and Jaime Ocon for TaiwanPlus.
The end of COVID restrictions around the world and rising global inflation have seen many consumers abandon big-ticket electronic items. And that's bad news for producers of the world's computer chips like Taiwan's TSMC. The world's biggest contract chip maker has recently seen its orders drop by as much as 50%. Yu Jinghuang has more.
Piles of computer graphic cards, but no buyers. For the past 2 years, consumers around the world have struggled to get their hands on electronics like these. The unsold cards are a sign of the slowing electronics market and the semiconductors which they rely on. The cooling market has had a chilling effect on the semiconductor industry, a sector that accounts for 12% of Taiwan's GDP. And the Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company has been feeling the impact. According to local media, a major customer abruptly canceled its orders of TSMC's most advanced 3nm chips. Other clients are also preparing for a slowdown.
我们目前手上的订单都还没有砍单的一些情况啦。客户在这段时间在对于未来资本支出上面，事实上是 考虑期变得拉得比较长。现在目前看起来有延后接近1季左右。
But many in the industry predict that this slump in the market will not last long. TSMC says its plan for 3nm production has not changed and says the node will enter mass production in the fourth quarter of this year. Experts are also optimistic for the company's long-term outlook.
先前包括的7奈米的一个制程已经出现产能利用率比较明显下滑的一个态势，之客户上，那可能后续会有比较延后导入3奈米制程的一个状况。未来在这个台积电的整体营运还是有机会，在这个历经2023年的低档之后，2024年还是有机会可以看到比较明显回升的一个态势。
Although there is a weakening demand for semiconductors, it's most likely to be temporary. Chips continue to form the core of the vast array of smart devices in homes, offices, and in people's pockets. Andy Xie and Eugene Huang for TaiwanPlus.
Taiwan has hit the bullseye. It's been successful in its bid to host the 2022 Indoor Archery World Series. More than 200 professional and amateur archers from across the world are expected to compete. The event will take place from December 8th to the 11th at the National Taiwan Sport University in Taoyuan. This will be the first time Taiwan has hosted the tournament, and it's the first tournament to take place since 2020 after a COVID-19 pandemic hiatus. And now for a slightly sweeter story. A Taiwanese team has won an award at one of the world's most prestigious confectionery competitions. Taking place in France, the team wowed the judges with both their culinary skills and their perseverance. But Team Taiwan's road to the event was not an easy one, as Leslie Liao reports.
Team Taiwan takes the stage at the 2022 International Confectionery Art Competition. Hosted in Paris, this is one of the premier confectionery competitions in the world. It's a proud moment for the Taiwanese participants, who are taking home the Best Team Spirit Award. The prize, which is the equivalent of 4th place, is awarded to teams that displayed notable amounts of stamina and determination during the event. Team Taiwan got to wave their national flag as they accepted the award. Most competitions ban the flag under pressure from China, which claims Taiwan as its own.
整个是很开心，因为可以拿台湾的国旗在这样子的一个全世界的一个全球性的比赛当中得到名次是非常开心的。
Teams of 2 from over a dozen countries came to compete in the biennial competition. They had 20 hours over 2 days to make 7 items. This year, Wang Jiacen and Tong Yijing represented Taiwan. Their confectionaries included a dessert pastry called an entremet, a sugar sculpture, chocolate, and an artistic creation of their choice. But the Taiwanese team's journey to the competition was a difficult one. Tong was originally the team's assistant. She was called up to compete fewer than 10 days before the contest due to a clerical error. It was a feat that made a big impression on the judges.
Alors en fait, Taïwan d'abord en premier nous a impressionnés par le fait que la candidate, 10 jours avant, elle ne savait pas qu'elle allait concourir. Elle n'était pas prête. Et malgré tout, ils se sont donnés, ils ont beaucoup travaillé.
Team Taiwan had also encountered financial problems leading up to the event. The group had to crowdfund to finance their trip to France. More than 800 people donated, contributing 7 times the team's original request. Despite not breaking into the top 3, Taiwan's performance at this year's competition was the country's best performance yet. The team also made a lasting impression on the judges and crowd, winning over hearts, minds, and taste buds. Klein Wang and Leslie Liao for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally today, we leave you with images of the Red Bull Dual Ascent competition where elite climbers scaled Switzerland's spectacular Verzaska Dam. I'm Erika Liu. Take care and see you next time.